Hey guys, welcome to the Legacy Universe. My name is John.
And I am Ash.
And today we're going to be talking about a very extremely highly popular movie that came out in 1993, which is with one of my beloved and greatest action heroes, actually two of the greatest action heroes of all time, Demolition Man.
Yes!
This movie started with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. For those who don't know, Blade.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, this is our movie of the week because it is celebrating its 27th anniversary. This film came out in October 8th of 1993. It was directed by Marco Brambilla, and as John said, it stars Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, Benjamin Bratt, Dennis Leary, and a bunch of other cool people.
Which, fun fact, sorry, it's a year after we were born.
That's true.
Yep.
That is very true. But this is a very, very, very awesome film. I want to talk about the experience first because you've seen it before, right?
Yeah, I have seen it 1,000 times before I saw it with you. Yeah.
I had not seen it. If you guys want to check it out, it is on Hulu right now. And I have to say that my experience watching this film, I was blown away because even though this film premiered in 1993, there's so much in the movie that makes sense in 2020. And we're going to get into, you know, more details of that.
It honestly is a breath of fresh air nowadays.
Yeah.
And it is something that I feel, and I think you could agree with me, that we miss in this era of film. And I was very adamant to show this movie to Ash because I always told her, yo, we should watch The Demolition Man. Hey, what movie's that? Oh, it's about this and this and that. And she's like, okay, I mean, whenever. And then time went by and, hey, are we going to watch Demolition Man? It's sure, whenever. I mean, she was like, she was downplaying it, but she's like, I watch it because I make you watch a lot of stuff that you don't want to watch either, and then you end up liking too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's that thing where we've never seen something and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I had seen it in a Hulu since a long time. It's been on Hulu for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I think it was like 2 weeks ago we decided to watch it. And I had a blast with this film. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a very action-packed film. The stunts were great. And it was very reminiscent of what film was, because film today it's still cool. You can find some treasures here and there. But the 90s... like, we grew up with 90s films, and I think it was the best era for film.
One of the best eras, honestly.
Yeah, and this film was very... I really liked it, man. I didn't know what I was going to get myself into because, you know, the thing is that I love Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. That's my favorite franchise of his.
Hey, yo,
Adrian.
Yo, Adrian. Give me some biscuits.
But he's a very... action type of guy, and I'm kind of iffy with action films because sometimes they just use it as bait to bring people in to see explosions and awesome scenes and all that stuff, but then the stories get so affected. So I'm kind of iffy about action movies, so I really didn't know what I was getting myself into when I was watching Demolition Man, but this film is great, you guys. It's and it's so relevant. It's so effing relevant. Yeah. So basically, this film shows cop John Spartan and Simon Phoenix, who is a crime lord. So Spartan is
very
Stallone,
dangerous,
and Phoenix is at the beginning of this film where innocent people die.
Yes. Due
to what Simon Phoenix does to them, and then due to this, they both are sentenced to incarceration.
This incident happened because the building that Simon Phoenix was in, when John, that's his name, sorry, right? John Spartan went in, the building got destroyed. So apparently that was used as oh, because you went in there and you didn't listen to us and you didn't wait, you
Yeah.
wanted to be the one-man mission, these hostages died.
Yeah.
But that is actually not true. Something happens along the way that we get to know what exactly happened to the hostages.
Yeah, and they are both sentenced to what we know in the film as a Cairo prison, which I gotta say, that was a really cool scene when they were
Yeah,
like
man.
freezing him, and then you see like his pose, like, and I'm like, damn, that's gonna be painful.
And apparently, after he's released, he's informing everybody that I wasn't asleep.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
alive.
awake. He was
Yeah.
awake for 37 years. 36 years in that.
So 36 years later, it's the year 2032, and Phoenix goes into an evaluation. He escapes, and then we have the police department that they're the ones who decide to bring Spartan back. And when Spartan comes back, Los Angeles does not exist. It is now called San Angeles, which is a mix of San Diego, Los Angeles, and Santa Barbara. So they've all unified into one state. And I thought this was the most hilarious concept of the film because they were a pacifist utopia. So basically, no crime, no war, no swearing, and that was my favorite
That was
part.
funny.
You couldn't say anything without getting fined. Like, you would be like, damn. I'd be like, bang, 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 and then you would have
Even
to
the
like pay a
damn.
fine. Yeah. Then he teams up with Sandra Bullock. What was her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Lanina?
Oh my God,
Lanina?
Lanina. I think Lanina. Yeah,
Lanina?
I think that was her
Yeah.
name.
So he teams up with her and Benjamin Bratt's character, and then they all go together to defend Phoenix.
Defend? Why would they defend
I'm sorry.
Phoenix? They're going to apprehend Phoenix.
Yeah, they get together to stop Phoenix.
Yeah.
From his madness, because he comes back and he's going crazy.
Now the thing about it is that he's going crazy, but he has become more dangerous than before because it looks like somebody was actually tampering with his stasis training, because they actually had some implementation in terms of in your cryostasis. They actually had them run mental programs, like for example, Spartan's program was learning how to knit.
Yep.
And it was like
And
like
he
so.
learned, he
and
learned
knit-
how to make a sweater in
and
like
he
no
learned
time.
with Phoenix. It was that somebody actually implemented lethal training, which was knowing
He
how
knew
to.
everything. He knew all the codes. He knew how to hack all the computers, how to hack a car.
He knew
everything.
martial arts,
Yep.
every single art there is to it. How to handle weapons, what weapons do, which ones you really need, and like intelligence, or faster reflexes.
Yep.
It was insane.
I want to talk about Wesley Snipes because he's fantastic in this film.
Oh my gosh.
And he's funny, he's crazy, and he is Simon Phoenix. Like, you know when you see a film and they present to you a character and you don't see the actor, you see this character that's like...
Yeah.
And I thought that his dynamic with Sylvester Stallone was really, really, really great. They were like back and forth, like saying, you know, silly stuff at each other.
It was funny because it was like they actually knew each other from childhood, and it was the childhood bully against, you know, the savior of the school.
Yeah, he liked to pick on Spartan all the time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the guy. So it was funny because their chemistry was was there.
Yeah. I kind of want to talk about the things that we liked. I don't think there's things that I didn't like. I know for a fact that some people may watch this film and think that the script is bad, but you have to suspend yourself from the fact that it's not always a script. It's how San Angeles is, how people are programmed to talk. People can't curse. People are polite. People are boring. Because it was boring, man. Sorry, it was really, really, really,
Yeah,
really
it's
boring.
the evolution since the incident happened, where there's, you know, all this wars and crime wars that were happening, plus that massive earthquake that actually destroyed Los Angeles, destroyed, I believe, part of San Diego from what the
It's
movie
what
says.
caused San Angeles to be created.
Exactly. So
Basically.
they can't even touch each other.
Yeah.
They can't have sexual
I
intercourse.
I wanted to talk about that scene. There's a scene in the film
That
where
was so funny.
Sandra Bullock's character tells Sylvester Stallone's character, like, I would like to have sex. And he was like getting ready and whatever,
like,
and sex
yeah,
in
really?
this, and sex in this future is people sitting down, and then you have sex through like your sensations and your thoughts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at it, I was like,
what the heck is this? And he was like, oh, what? Oh, what the?
I was
the hell
like,
is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were having sex. I haven't even touched you yet. What are you talking about? She just starts explaining that they stopped having, physical contact because of germs, STDs, and all these kind of things that, in our future right now, in our present, it actually is a thing. And, we do have to take care of each other even more. But, it actually... The plot has a purpose, and it actually states a fact and a message that nowadays, if we look at this movie again with that certain eye, we can see where we've headed since that time.
That's another thing, because this film, again, it was released in 1993, but the events that happen in the first part of the film is in 1996. Yeah. And then they jump all the way to 2032. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's a really, really interesting film. And another thing that I liked was the fact that this guy had created, San Angeles, and it was perfect. No crime, no war. And then you had the perspective from people who were above, and then you have the perspective from people that were below, which were like the poor people, and they kept the having beers, the cursing, the burgers.
And they lived under the sewers.
Yeah, they lived under the sewers, and they would come up to San Angeles to steal food, because even though the guy who created it, he had created this perfect place, he was not taking care of the poor people. And I split society. Yeah, and I think that's something that was really interesting, how it was depicted in the film, and it's relevant, man. This whole movie
it's relevant because it's funny because even John Spartan was surprised, like when he was trying to defend apparently the new Taco Bell, when he gets us like, what is this? As they were having this dinner, he was just attacking them because he thought that they were gonna just kill people and attack everybody. Yeah. But no, once he actually apprehends one, he starts beating everybody. But the ones that were actually going to attack him and trying to steer him away from what they were actually doing, when he actually apprehends one that had the merchandise that they were grabbing, it was food. And when he looked at food, he got pissed.
From a Taco Bell truck.
Yeah, he was pissed. And why the heck am I beating up people that are looking for food? This movie was honestly, for what it is, and the 90s, which I truly miss movies like this. It was fantastic. I love the fight scenes, the interactions between John Spartan and Simon Phoenix, as even Sandra Bullock, their funny way of talking, which you would see John Spartan always trying to fix her. It's like, let's go and lick his butt. It's like, what? No, it's kick his butt. Yeah. Gosh, woman. And so it was kind of funny how he was bringing his old societal manners into the future.
Yeah, because her character was obsessed with the 90s and all of that crime war era that's basically been banned in this future.
Yes, so, and honestly, even the last few minutes were fantastic. They were great. Yeah, I super enjoyed this movie, guys. Me too. Honestly, if there's any flaws, I think I'm getting too overly excited, maybe. But there's actually nothing that bored me. There's nothing that bores me. And I watched it again as I'm older. And I don't know, it was simple, but still had that message. It was action, but it still had a message. Yeah. So it's like, talking about Terminator 2, it still has a message. It's action, but it has a story. So, I freaking love this movie, guys.
Yeah, same. So if you guys have not seen Demolition Man, I would definitely recommend watching this film. Hulu. Still relevant, still interesting. I had never seen it. Relevant. Oh yeah, definitely. I had never seen it, and I loved this film. I love talking about this film. So like John said, it is on Hulu. Definitely check it out. And we are actually going to keep making videos like this. Every week we are going to pick a movie that we love, or that John has seen that I haven't seen, or that I have seen that John hasn't seen.
Which next movie is...
Well, we're going to be discussing The Page Master.
I haven't seen that movie.
He hasn't seen it. I think it's a very, very underrated film. A lot of people don't talk about it, and I have so many memories from that film. So that's gonna be our movie for next week. John is gonna watch it, and we're gonna talk about it. You know, we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it.
Thank you guys for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video talking about Demolition Man. Happy 27th birthday. Thank you for existing. Thank you.
Thank you. Please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to keep watching more content like this, or even more of our videos that we have in mobile games, gaming, other discussion and trailer reactions, and more stuff that we're actually trying to create for the channel to, to keep everybody watching and interested. So again, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagrams. Links is below.
And if you guys like our awesome t-shirts, Geek Recon t-shirts, you can visit www.geekrecon.com. They are the official gear for the Puerto Rico Comic Con. They have awesome shirts, hats, collectibles, and the Hero System, which is the perfect backpack for any Comic Con that you guys want to go. You can store your Funko Pops, your consoles, and your comic books, and even your posters. So that's like really, really cool. It is available to pre-order, so www.geekrecon.com. Definitely check it out, you guys.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.